right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Pirate baseballers Dixon Williams and Colby Wallace, fresh off a sweep over Rice this weekend. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good weekend. Perfect start to the conference season. And I asked last week, Ethan Norby, do you reset at all? And we say you reset, but you do kind of maximize and take these conference games serious. So what's it like to start 6-0? That's a good mark for you guys.
Yeah, it's a good start for sure, but it's a long season and we understand that, so we just gotta keep going.
What was the first long road trip of the season like, Colby?
It was pretty good. Everything went pretty smoothly, and you don't get a chance to sweep on the road very much, so it was a good trip.
What are the biggest differences outside of not staying in your own bed when you're on the road, Dixon? What's the schedule like for you guys when you're not playing baseball?
Yeah, it's a lot of downtime at the hotel. So, like I said, playing the show on the road and getting some homework done here and there. But yeah, you got a little bit more downtime and just get to hang out with the guys. And road trips are fun.
Homework and baseball video games sounds like my childhood.
Yeah,
Dixon Williams on the road. Ryan McChrystal swore if he was locked in on MLB The Show, it helped him in real life. Anything to that for you?
Yeah, it's a true statement. I think Joey Guarini last year, show came out. I think he hit 2 home runs that weekend. I've always said your average goes up when the show comes out. It's
interesting.
It's just pitch selection, and you're seeing the ball well.
Talk to Coach about, hey, we'll get our swings in the cage or whatever on the field, but then we'll do like an hour of the show hitting.
Yeah. We used to have the VR headsets. I think it's called Wind Reality. We used to do that for pitch recognition, but yeah, the show would be sick. Just like 5 PlayStations and
yeah. Everybody jump in.
I'll ask them about it.
What that's interesting. Any kind of new technology for this year you guys are dealing with, whether it be Colby pitching or hitting for you guys?
I don't really think there's much new.
Yeah, we do the breathing training and but that's all the same. The eye training, some of that stuff.
What does that entail?
So working on like your convergence, divergence. So it's like this screen, and it's best way to describe it's like a QR code, and you have these 3D glasses on, and you just pick which way you see the QR code, and then it spreads out. So then your eyes are focusing on the center.
Wow!
But it's expanding. So that trains your eyes a little bit, but
boy,
yeah.
Baseball's changed a lot since I played. I just made sure I had my glove. That was about it.
See ball, hit ball.
That was about it. So coming off the wins this week, now a 5-game week for you guys on the road Tuesday, home for Elon Wednesday. Are those more stressful? Do you like playing 5 in a week? Would you rather have 4? How do you feel about those?
I mean, it's a lot, but I think it's just taking one game at a time because we got a lot of pitching, so just trying to get through one inning at a time, get our pitchers going, and just take it one game at a time.
How you feeling on the mound, Colby? Got in this weekend, 2/3 of an inning, I believe.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel you're doing from a pitching standpoint this year?
I feel pretty good. I'm trying to flood the zone more and just kind of get out of the stressful situations and just not walk any batters, really.
I would say going into this weekend, Colby Wallace would be looked at as the best two-way guy for ECU. Now that's obviously Jake Hunter. The rope into right field.
Yeah.
And how about a clutch situation, too? Like that. And I could see it on the TV, the dugout erupting. I can't imagine what it was like there, but you guys were fired up.
Yeah, it was a cool moment, but everybody was fired up. But yeah, you could just tell his demeanor. It was like, you could definitely tell he was a pitcher because he didn't make the moment bigger than what it was. And he came back and was like, yeah, I didn't know there was 2 out. I thought there was 1. So it kind of shows where his head was at.
Came around to score. Did he score the winning run?
To go up by 2.
Go by 2.
The run to go up by 2. That's right. And we're all smiling because of the way he exited the batter's box after the hit. Kind of a wild swing, but got it done. And hell, I bet he doesn't mind if you pick on him because he had a huge hit in a clutch situation.
Yeah, no, he was all for it. I think he found out what kind of we had to deal with because he got over to first, and Coach B's, flooding him with information. And so he was like, yeah, y'all can have that.
Man, but a great outing for him. He was, hell, just to get to that moment, he had to get out of a stressful situation in the ninth, I believe. Runner on third, 2 outs in the ninth inning. But Pirates prevail in that one, and all 3 this weekend. Lost a couple of midweek games in a row. Like, is that on your mind? You want to kind of rectify that this week?
I mean, it's kind of on the road, Tuesdays, traveling. I feel like it's kind of people think that that's like we always do good on the weekend, like we're a weekend team, but I think this year we understand that we need to flip that script, and this is a good week to do it. Got 2 midweeks and really need to help our pitching out by having good performances this week. So looking forward to doing that.
I guess typically speaking, you want to make every game the same, but does it feel different a weekend game versus a midweek game, Colby? Or?
I mean, yeah, probably a little bit, just kind of having to show up and go. You're not there for, like, a practice before, like when we're traveling or, a home game where you just go straight to the field. But we just kind of got to focus on going there with a right mentality because, we kind of been starting off slow in those midweeks and not really playing to the best of our abilities. And, we just kind of got to focus on ourselves and winning every pitch.
Dixon, you got to have some confidence heading into Friday nights because Ethan Norby has been awesome so far this year. How about being out there when he's on the mound?
Yeah, it's awesome when he's out there. This year we've been a little better about it. Like last year, Trey would be out there, and it's like we score 1 run. It's like, oh,
we're good.
Yeah, I think we got this one. But yeah, trying to, when all of our pitchers are out there, we're confident in all of them, and we believe in all of them. So we just got to put runs together and support those guys. But he's done a great job up to this point.
What's it like being in the field during a 19 strikeout game? Is that pretty boring for you guys? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you don't feel part of the game, that's for sure. Get walked a couple times, you don't even have a stat in the game. It's just like, all right, I just stood there.
That was that's pretty incredible, Colby. As far as your, have you ever? What's the most strikeouts you've had in a game in your career pitching?
Not 19. Not 19. I really have no idea, but not 19.
Yeah, not 19. That's an amazing performance. Not 19. That's the new Colby Wallace shirt. By the way, shirts available for these guys at Shimmer. What's it like going to the Clark LeClaire and seeing somebody with your shirt, Dixon?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the game, you're like, hey, I recognize that shirt. It's awesome. It's really cool. Glad we're able to do that, and y'all allow us to do it. So.
And, of course, you're on TV commercials now, so you're everywhere.
Is that true?
Yeah, you're on the – aren't you in the Dixon sliding in and stuff?
That's on TV?
I don't know. I saw a video of it.
Yeah, I thought that was –
I know it's radio, but I've seen a video. So it's somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if it's nationwide playing on the Super Bowl, but I think it's out there somewhere.
That'd be cool.
Dixon Williams, Colby Wallace joining us. Colby, I like the Braves hat.
Thank you.
You guys
start.
had a lot more success than they did this weekend as they get swept. But how much, Colby, I know you're a fan. Like, do you follow Major League Baseball? You just look at box scores?
Yeah,
box
I kind of just watch every game I can. I'm not really into it, but, I like watching them win.
Former Pirate Clayton McCullough off to a 3-1 start with the Marlins, which is awesome as the manager. Waiting to see Connor Norby get in, dealing with an injury right now. Burley's playing. And then you guys have, of course, Jeff Hoffman and others as well. Who am I forgetting? But there's a ton of guys that will be starting their minor league careers soon as well that I know you'll be keeping up with, Dixon.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward. Obviously got Carter, who had the walk-off in spring training, and JC, Ryan, Trey. So a lot of excitement for those guys and ready to see them do what they do.
Kind of hard to believe Carter said it was his first career walk-off home run. Have you guys had one? Remind me.
I
don't think I have.
Yeah. Mine was in high school, though.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Not in college.
How, I don't know, how does that feeling rank among best feelings as a baseball player? It's got to be up there.
Yeah, it's up there for sure. It's a good feeling. You're just, you're trying to win and you're able to do that. Obviously, probably not trying to go up there and hit a home run, but it happens, and it's a cool moment because everybody feels a part of it. So that's what it's all about.
Saw Jason Mills and Mully and the Conley coaches Saturday night after they won a game. They were at tiebreakers. So Vikings still. Oh, we only lost one game this year, Dixon.
Really?
Vikings are doing it.
What's their record?
I asked Mully, and he said something and one.
Okay.
So 10, 11, something
and one.
Yeah.
It's a great record.
It is. Anytime you're something
Unless you
and
play
one.
2 games.
Yeah, exactly. Pirates back in action coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, and then back at it with conference play coming up this weekend. And as we enter April now, at what point does it ever feel like a grind, or like you also got to enjoy every moment? So what's it like being in a season where you play so many games, so many ABs, practices, but you want to also enjoy it, Dixon? How do you kind of compartmentalize that?
Yeah, I guess really just right now is probably the thick of it because you got majority of your schoolwork is this is kind of when it ramps up a little bit.
Right.
This week, honestly, I think once you get past this week, the next 2 weeks, you get towards the exam, so you're getting to that no rules point. So we're
JC's no rules.
Yeah, when you get there, you're looking good, but yeah, like you said, we don't want to take any day or any game for granted because they're all a blessing, and we're very blessed to do what we do and have been gifted to do what we do. So
No doubt.
very thankful for it.
Colby, both of you guys are very kind of low key,
Mm-hmm.
very, very calm. Like that's got to make it easy to deal with the downs and also not get too high with the ups, right?
Yeah,
Just kind of
right.
stay even keel.
Yeah, because, it is a long season, and you can't just be out of control after a couple weeks because you have a good weekend, you're back in the game. So, I mean, it's really just taking it one game at a time because you never know when it's going to be you're going 5 for 5 or having a good weekend.
Dixon, what's it been like watching the team's leading hitter right now, Braden Burris, the young guys with Irby, like these young guys coming along? What, you're like a proud father smiling and nodding your head right now.
Yeah, no, it's really fun to watch. You see them in the fall, and there's a lot of uncertainty for those guys, and then you kind of see them slowly get some confidence. I don't think Burris needed any. He's a confident dude, and his story's just pretty cool. But yeah, I'm excited for those guys, happy for them because they do things the right way, and it's paying off for them. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, looking forward to this team continuing to grow. This is the first time I've talked to you guys since Inky Johnson came to Greenville, and what was that experience like, hearing his story and him interacting with the baseball team?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was awesome, because we have Parker, of course, and, his story is really cool. But, Inky just taking such a good mindset from getting injured, it just kind of opens your eyes a little bit, being able to play every day. So, that kind of goes with not taking a game for granted, because we're blessed to go out there every day.
Yeah, I thing I got mostly, he talked about how in COVID times, like, all right, what are you thankful for? And kind of out of any moment, any scenario, there's a positive somewhere. You might have to reach for it, but you can find it. But it's a pretty good message for baseball, where it's a sport of failing. You're getting out more than you're getting hit. So probably could take some out of that, I would imagine, Dixon.
Yeah, it's the thing I like from it was him talking about, you see somebody's true character when they're going through the storm. Like, you're not going to be – anybody can be this great person when everything's going their way and like everything just seems to be falling their way. But who are you when nothing's going your way? It's not right. And I think that's just a mentality shift for a lot of us, and it can open your eyes when you're like, oh, who am I really when things aren't going my way?
Good stuff, man. It was awesome to have Inky Johnson here in Greenville. Couple more questions. What did you guys eating on the road? What are the meals?
We've been
like?
eating good, man.
Yeah,
Rosner's
this
got
past
us-
weekend was
Yeah.
What'd
pretty
you get?
legit.
It wasn't sometimes we get outside food, but some hotels, I think a lot of the hotels we stay at just feed us there.
Yeah.
So they kind of have a staff that cooks for us, and it was amazing this weekend. And then everywhere we've eaten now, even at home now, we have people cook for us instead of bringing in food before games from like restaurants. So it's been awesome.
What was the best thing you had this weekend, Colby?
I'd probably say the quesadillas on the last day.
Nice.
What? You remember the name of the restaurant?
Nah, they're
Where?
not a sponsor. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't know where it was from. I don't think I'd ever had it, but it was just some rice, chicken, steak.
You gotta have some
Quesadillas,
Tex-Mex
you know.
when you go to Texas.
Yeah.
So that works.
Oh yeah.
Y'all don't get to enjoy much of the sights and sounds, do you, when you go on a road trip? Like, are you basically hotel, or do you get to get out at all?
Occasionally we've had some where the times will line up where we can go watch a big league game.
I was gonna say Malcolm used
Mhm.
to slip out and watch like major league games. It seemed like so.
Yeah, Houston was playing there. It was like 15 minutes away, but I don't think the times matched up. So it was weird seeing that ballpark though, because I didn't know they changed the name of it.
Globe Life, or what is it now?
Dakin.
Yeah,
It used to be Minute Maid.
they changed it. Oh, Houston. I was thinking of the Texas Rangers.
Oh yeah.
Houston's so like big and spread out, so I don't know how. But was there like a lot of Cougar stuff going on with them in the Final Four? Like, did you see any of that stuff?
I don't remember.
I feel like
know
a college
I didn't see
town
much.
would have been going
Yeah.
crazy, but Houston's such a big city.
my freshman year, we played Houston. That was back when they were in the conference. I remember the hotels were all booked out. Like
Right.
we were lucky to get in the hotel because it was going on there. But no, I don't think it was that busy. It's just buildings and cars there. It felt like kind of like
Yeah.
there's
Have
a lot
y'all-
of people, but you don't see them walking around.
Did y'all do a bracket, like just for
I
fun,
didn't.
or
I didn't.
you followed it at all?
Not really.
Well, I mean, I've
Soon
been
as
telling
Carolina
everybody
was
I
out.
got Duke going the whole way, even though I
They-
didn't make one.
They look the best. It's Duke and Houston Saturday night. Before that, SEC Florida versus Auburn. So you got Duke winning.
Mhm.
Who you got winning?
I'll take anybody but Duke.
Cooper Flag and Nipple and those dudes are the real deal.
I haven't watched them, but yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as Carolina was gone, I was out.
Another. You don't still root for Carolina though, do you?
In basketball, dude, yeah. I
Oh,
always
yeah.
have.
Y'all
root
don't
for-
boo
I've been
Dixon
a-
Williams. Don't
I've been
boo
a
'em.
Duke basketball fan forever.
No, yeah, I've always been. I grew up a Carolina basketball
I
fan,
did
but
as well.
if the Pirates play them, I'm here for the Pirates.
Fair enough. All right, Dixon Williams, Colby Wallace here inside the Studio C at the Pirate Radio buildings. Thank y'all for coming by. What's the rest of your day like? With 2 games, you kind of relaxing today, or
Yeah, we got lift at 4:30, and that's about it.
Yeah,
And normally we just get some swings in if we want it, but
Gotcha.
normally just chilling and homework.
yeah. Try to rest the body.
and Dixon's got to check in with his PO. I see your ankle monitor there. We'll get
My girlfriend hates it.
you. It does look like you.
I get asked about it every. Like I almost don't want to wear shorts. You know.
You know, when we were going through the airport, the
Oh
lady
yeah,
was
I
like,
had to take it off.
The lady
Dude,
was like,
it smells so bad.
"What's on your
Oh,
ankle?"
no. Oh, that's brutal.
I was like, yeah, you can check it, but
I would if I were you. You got gloves and a mask. All right, thanks, fellas.
Sir.
thank you.